So I just finished chapter 8 of Elantris, and a lot is happening. A lot is going on. I mean, Hrathen shows up and is just like, yeah, King, here's the deal. You need to get your shit together, or things are not going to go well for you. So, yikes, threatening the king, because, why not? And Serene immediately is like, if I'm going to save the city, I need to go after that guy. Like, she is so smart. She's so much smarter than me. I would have been like, man, this guy's a problem. That would never enter my mind of like, man, if I'm going to save this city, I'm going to need to take care of that. Like, she immediately jumps into action. She is so cool. I love her uncle's family. I think it's a really cool thing to have, like, because obviously we're setting up some pieces right now, and, like, shit is sideways, but, I don't know, it's just fun to have, like, a cool, just family dynamic thing happening. Like, it kind of reminds me of, like, the Weasleys in the Harry Potter movies, where it's like, yeah, there's Voldemort, and there's the boy who lived, and there's all these new things, and this new world is happening, but also, let's just have dinner, and it's going to be cool, and her uncle's awesome. I enjoyed that a lot. Hrathen saying some of the coldest lines ever, being like, you know what? You want to know how to control a country? You want to know how to take over a nation? Give them something to hate, because hate will get people so quickly motivated to do whatever you want. And a part of me is like, ooh, that's a little close to home, but I guess universal truths are universal truths. And so the Elantrian magic doesn't work anymore. Like, you can do little, like, letters in the air, but it just doesn't do anything. That's interesting. I love that, we're getting these POV chapters, because, as I've mentioned in past videos, A Song of Ice and Fire, the Game of Thrones books, is my favorite book series I've ever read. And one of my favorite things is you get the same event from different points of views, but you know more information than the characters do, so you kind of got to piece it together. And the fact that Raoden and Galladon and Marishi see Hrathen giving his, like, speech from across the wall, but they don't know who he is, very cool. I'm like, oh, I know who that is. And he's a problem. I think it's great that Raoden immediately is like, well, I'm the new guy. When's the next new guy going to get here? We should get to him first. And I have an idea. I thought that was great. And the guy's like, I'm a jeweler. He goes, okay, this is Elantris. What are we going to do with that? He's like, okay, all right, I'm an artisan. He goes, cool. Can you make shoes? Because my toe is killing me. It's not good. Also, Raoden wants him to call him Spirit. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know where you're going with that, bud, but interesting. I do think it is very funny that Serene is like, I'm just going to go paint in the throne room, and the king's going to get pissed, but, like, what's he going to do? And she just plays dumb, and everyone keeps buying into it. I thought that was really funny. I think it's really cool that her cousin Lukel and Raoden were best friends, and everyone loved Raoden. And the fact that Raoden would just pick fights with his dad all the time. That's really cool. Something not cool, his dad is only king because he was, like, the most successful small business owner in the community, and they're like, well, money equals power, so you have the most of it. Yeah, that makes sense. And he's been trying to get rid of Raoden for, like, years. So I bet when Raoden woke up and he had, like, the black splotches, his dad was like, shit, yeah, I knew this day would come. I've been praying for it. This is fantastic. Get him out of here. That guy's the worst. Now, also, the engagement was Serene's idea, and she also knows that the Wyrn is, like, a problem. Interesting. And Serene undermining Hrathen's speech to the crowd was so funny. She's, but what about this? And he's like, uh-huh. And at the end, basically, game recognizes game, and Hrathen just looks at her and just nods, which is also terrifying, because she was prodding him, and he was calm the whole time, and then it was over and the crowd dissipated, to just be like, I see you. Ooh, this guy is dangerous, but also very cool. I gotta be honest, he's a very cool, like, zealot. Never thought I'd say that. No, Hrathen's cool. I love that Sereni is like just going around causing trouble. She's very cool. And her cousins, the little one, when it was all over, was like, "You were so stupid." I laughed out loud. That was very funny. And I love that the chapter ends with her seeing Raoden and his pals, but she doesn't know it's them. I love it when authors do that, because you're like, wait, who's that? But they don't know, but we know. And I'm into it. This book is awesome.